What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. In this video, I'm going to review the Olight Seeker 3 Pro. This is a very high power flashlight. It has a maximum output of 4,200 lumens, which is just insanely bright. And at the end of this video, I'm going to attach some beam shots that I took outside of this flashlight on the turbo setting with 4,200 lumens. It's really, really bright. And I'll also attach beam shots of all the other modes as well. So stick around to the end of the video so if you want to see exactly what the flashlight can do, check that out at the end of the video. But I want to just go through some of the specs here. So on the turbo mode, this flashlight can produce 4,200 lumens. It has a high, medium, low, and moonlight mode as well. The high mode has an output of 1,200 lumens. The medium mode has an output of 300 lumens. The low mode has an output of 50 lumens. And the moonlight mode, which I really like, has an output of 5 lumens. And that moonlight mode is really useful for when you want to conserve your battery life. If you're just trying to, let's say, check a map or look through your backpack or do something where you don't need 100 lumens, you can save on your battery life by having that moonlight setting. So I think that's a really nice feature to this light. But you can go from 5 lumens on the moonlight setting all the way up to 4,200 lumens, which is just absolutely insanely bright. And I want to just share some of the run times here, the battery life on the different settings. So on the turbo mode, which is 4,200 lumens, it has a run time of about an hour and a half. If you were to just leave it on turbo, it'll run for an hour and a half. On the high mode, which is 1,200 lumens, it'll run for about 2 hours. On the medium mode, which is 300 lumens, it'll run for 10 hours. That's quite a lot of time. That's if you clicked it on and left it for 10 hours straight on 300 lumens. On 50 lumens, it has a runtime of 55 hours, guys. So you could literally click the light on and leave it on in the low mode for basically 2.5 days. It's 55 hours, and it'll still run after 2 days. That's incredible. And on the moonlight mode, which is 5 lumens, it can run for 15 days straight, okay? That's incredible. So that's where having that moonlight mode is really handy, especially if you're in a survival situation, or if you're a prepper and you need a light for your bug out bag, or if you're an outdoorsman and you don't want to give away your position and spook all the game. It's good to have that moonlight mode, you know. And if you're a prepper, the moonlight mode will help you in a bug out situation where you need to conserve your battery juice. You know, you don't want to drain your batteries out too quickly, so you can conserve that battery life with the moonlight setting. So I want to just show you guys an up close look at this flashlight. It has 4 LEDs in here. 4,200 lumens is just absolutely insane. And it's got this like tacky rubber grip here on either side of the main body, okay, and that gives you a good grip on this light. And it is a pretty slim design. It doesn't have a big flashlight head on it, so it's pretty slim. It doesn't take up a lot of room in your backpack or on your belt. It doesn't have a huge bulging head on the front that's gonna, you know, dig into your hip when you're wearing it or something. The maximum beam distance on turbo mode, which is 4,200 lumens, is 250 meters, which is about accurate as far as what I've tested over here in my backyard. On the high mode, it can go up to 130 meters. On medium, 65 meters. And on the low mode, 25 meters. And again, I'll attach some beam shots at the end of the video and you'll see pretty much that that's accurate. It has IPX8 waterproof rating, and it has a drop resistance of 1.5 meters. It weighs 7 ounces with the battery, and the battery is pretty cool. It's this 21700 series battery, or 21700. These batteries are just absolutely massive. It's 5,000 milliamps, so this thing can hold a lot of juice. So it's crazy. And look at the body diameter here is you know, it's a nice solid body here. Okay, it just feels good in the hand. Very rugged design. It's waterproof, IPX8. And it does have a charging port on the bottom. Okay, and what you do with this is you have this magnetic charger here that sticks onto the bottom, and then you just plug this in with USB. Okay, so that's a pretty innovative design from Olight. And one thing I will mention is that Olight is having their OFan Day, which starts tonight and it lasts the next few days. So if you check out the link in the description box, you can go to the Olight store and you'll get up to 50% off, and you have to use my affiliate link to get that discount. So I'm going to leave a link in the description below the video where you can get up to 50% off on this flashlight and many other flashlights from Olight. And as part of the OFan Day, you also get this keychain here. Okay, this is the IR2, and this is just a little keychain light. Okay, and it's got this little ring here for your keychain, and it just has 2 settings. Very simple design. You just twist it a little bit to get a lower mode, and then you twist it all the way in and you get a high mode. So that's a $20 value, and you're going to get that for free when you order this flashlight. And if you order it within the next few days, you'll get a deal from the OFan Day. So I want to just go through the modes with you. So one thing you'll notice about this light is it does not have a tactical tail switch on it. It just has one activation button right here. Okay, and I want to just show you guys how this light works. So if you don't use it for more than 30 seconds, it has an automatic lockout function, and you have to unlock the light, which I think is really good because it'll prevent you from accidentally discharging your flashlight battery. If you throw this into a backpack and you know the button gets pressed down by accident, I've had that happen to me before. So you have to unlock it. In order to unlock it, you have to rotate this activation button, which is a really unique design. It actually, this light has a dimmer switch on it, which is really cool. So not only do you have the ability to cycle through the modes like standard flashlights, you know, moonlight, low, medium, high, turbo, but you can use the dimmer switch and adjust the brightness however you please, and you can cycle through the modes by using the dimmer switch. And in order to do that, you rotate the button here. You can see I can rotate this button, and I can also click it down. Okay, so in order to unlock the flashlight when it's locked, what you do is you rotate it quickly 90 degrees. It has to be a 90 degrees of rotation to unlock it. And again, it locks itself automatically after 30 seconds. So what I want to do is just go through the modes here. So to access the moonlight mode, you hold down the activation button for more than a second. And in order to cycle through the rest of the modes, you hold down the button. Except for turbo. Turbo, you have to double click rapidly. So this is 4200 lumens, guys. It's just crazy brightness. All right, so let's go through the modes here. We got moonlight, we got low, medium, high, low, medium, high. Okay, and then to get to turbo, you just double click and it'll get you to turbo. And I want to show you guys the dimmer switch, which I think is really cool. So let's say you're on moonlight mode. What you can do is you can scroll through the settings just by turning the dimmer switch. Okay, you can see it's dimming now. Check that out, guys. And you can dim it all the way down to the low setting, but you can't dim it down to the moonlight setting. And you have these indicator lights on either side of the button. So on the right side you have these 4 green lights here, which will tell you the battery level. Okay, so 4 green lights means that it's basically 75% charged or more. Then you have 3 green lights would mean 50 to 75%. And then 2 green lights would be 25 to 50%. And then 1 green light is less than 25%. So it's a pretty simple way to tell your battery life here. You can see they actually have this little icon here that shows the battery level. You see these 4 green dots here, and then on the left it shows you the brightness setting that you're on. So right now, if I were to turn this on, we're on the high mode right now. Okay, if I keep turning the dimmer switch, we're on the turbo mode now, and now we're maxed out at turbo, because you see we got the 4 green lights on the left. And then if I dim it down, you can see we're in the high mode, and now we're in the let's see, still in high medium now, okay, because there's 2 dots. If we keep dimming, now we're down to the low mode. Okay, and when it blinks like that, that means you can't go anymore with the dimmer switch. So it's pretty cool. They also have a proximity sensor on this light, which is really unique and cool. So if you're on the high mode or the turbo mode, there's a proximity sensor. So what that'll do is, let's say for example you turn this light on and something's blocking it, and you have it on the turbo mode to conserve battery life, it'll step down the intensity to a lower level to conserve battery life if this thing is being blocked by something. So I'll show you guys right now by putting my hand in front of the flashlight here. You see how it steps down? When I move my hand out of the way, it steps back up again, and then down, up, down, up, down. So you can actually shut that off if you want to. If you don't want to have that happen, what you do is, as soon as it steps down, you double click. Okay, see now it's not stepping down. And if you want to get that proximity sensor back on, okay, as you can see, it's not doing anything now. All you do is you turn it off, and then you turn it back on, and then the proximity sensor is working again. Okay, so the way to shut the proximity sensor off, if you don't want it, you put your hand in front of it till once it steps down, you double click, and then it shuts it off. Okay, you see that? And then to get back to that sensor, you shut it off and turn the light back on. So this is a really cool light, guys. Stand by for some beam shots. So check out my affiliate link in the description box below the video. You can get up to 50% off on various lights, and you can get a discount on this light, and also you'll get this keychain light here, okay, the IR2, okay, in addition to your Seeker 3 Pro. And also you'll get this cool case for your light. All right, it fits right in here, and this is just a really nice case. Actually, it's good quality material here. It's not cheap or anything. It has a button here, so if you want to attach it to some, you probably could attach this to molly webbing for sure. And it also just has a standard loop over here as well, okay, just for putting through your belt, or putting your belt through it. So that's pretty much it, guys. Stand by for beam shots. Check out my affiliate link in the description box below the video to get a discount on this light if you're interested in it. But that's all I got for now, so take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 Ps. Prepare, practice, and persevere.